Hi, this is Kim Crouch, your Wilmington and Wrightsville Beach realtor with eXp Realty. I am here today to give you a monthly update. I thought I would try something different, do a video this week instead of just writing about it. So we can jump right into it. This is going to give you just a quick overview of the stats through October 2024 for New Hanover County. Now, for those of you who don't know, New Hanover County is where Wilmington, Wrightsville Beach are located, as well as Castle Hayne up through Porter's Neck. And then you get into Pender County once you kind of hit the Hampstead area. And then to the south, we have Carolina Beach and Curry Beach. All of that is within New Hanover County. When you cross over the Cape Fear River from downtown Wilmington, then you get into Brunswick County. So let me share my screen with you and we'll just walk through this really quickly. Okay, so sharing my screen. Here we go. So let's start with my favorite. So you can see this is County of New Hanover. I like to go back and look for a little bit so I can see the trend line, but I think I always say this. One of my favorite numbers to look at is months of inventory. And that just tells me on average how many houses are selling per month. It's usually based on the last 6 months of data. So it looks at active listings versus what has sold over a certain time period, and that tells you how many homes, how many months of inventory we have on the market. So anything less than 4 months is typically a seller's market. 4 to 6 months is usually a neutral market, and neutral markets generally don't last. They're always moving in one direction or another. And then anything over 6 months is usually considered a buyer's market. So you can see here we have been down well below 3 months of inventory for several years since COVID, April of 2020. This past month, October, we ended at 3.43 months of inventory. And it is creeping up a little bit. It is feeling like a more neutral market. However, what I'm seeing in the market is if homes are in desirable locations, they're move-in ready, and they are priced well, that means like not significantly ahead of the last comparable sale. They are going really quickly, sometimes with multiple offers within a couple of days. So it's an interesting market for sure. Let's take a look at number of listings. So let's just look at this. So this is active listings is the blue line. And then, excuse me, sold listings is the yellow line. So you can see that our active listings are creeping up. We're at, what is that? 1,126 in New Hanover County. The same month last year, we were at 840. So that's a pretty significant increase. But still, well below kind of normal average numbers. The number of sold listings was, it doesn't want to show me. There we go. 328 in October. And it's held pretty stable over time. Our price trends. So this is the average and median home price. I like to look at these. So we are right at $475,000, the median home price for October, and average sale price being $600,459. You can see that has definitely, this trend line has crept up and up and up over time significantly since COVID happened. We are seeing prices start to stabilize a little bit, but we just still have a lot of demand and very little inventory, so they do continue to keep going up. Days on sale to list price is always interesting. So this is the price that the property sold divided by what it was originally listed for. And you can see that's around 98%. So that's very good. Up here again, in the crazy COVID years when we were seeing lots of multiple offer situations, you saw prices over asking. Now we've gotten back to a more kind of normal-ish ratio of 98%. Days on market, this is a great number to look at, particularly if you are selling. You want to know, like, what's normal. Is it normal for my house to sit on the market for 30 days? So we have gotten all so used to homes selling so very quickly that if we have a house sitting on the market for 2 weeks, we think something's wrong. And that may not necessarily be the case. So it's really important to, I look at usually average days on market. We're at 56 in for October. I mean, that's climbing. So back here, let's look at back here in August of 21 looks to be the low, in July of 22, 16 days on market, 16 here as well. And then even back in COVID days, we were 65, 58. And you can see how it dropped and dipped over time, and then we're kind of creeping back up there. But that's just something to remember. So if you are selling a house, and it's not selling as quickly as you thought it might, it may just be that you have to wait a little bit longer for the right buyer. That's if you're priced properly and you know that you've done the analysis and you're looking at it every week and know that you're not missing buyers. So I do an analysis every week when I have live listings to see, hey, what went under contract this week, what sold this week, and did we miss any buyers that are looking at comparable homes and went with another home, and if so, why? So that's important to look at. Our median is still below 30 days, 28 days here, and you can see how low it was back in the past years. Months of inventory we looked at, and then sales volume, we dropped off a little bit in October. That is very normal for this time of year. You can see the just normal seasonal trend over years past. Like, let's go back to a regular year like 2018. July was a low, creeps up, creeps up, creeps up through June, drops off a little bit July and August, but still very strong. And then this was an anomaly. In 2018, this was Hurricane Florence, where it hit Wilmington really hard. And so everything really shut down for the month of September that year. You can see in other years, like September of 2019, it didn't drop off that much. So then went back up in October, drops down after during the holidays, and then back down in January, and then we kind of go through the same cycle every year. So we're following that trend. Year over year, we're at 201 million for October 24. October 23 was 181, so we're up over 23. And then we are 191 for 22. So we're up year over year for the past couple years there. So that is just a very quick snapshot of the new Hanover County market. And what I like to do is, if you're looking at buying a house or looking at selling a house in a particular area, like maybe within the town of Wilmington, and really more specific than that, within a neighborhood if it's large enough, or within maybe a 3-mile radius of your house that you own, we want to really look and get down into the micro market and see what these trends are. So if you ever have any questions about that, or you want to learn about Brunswick County or Pender County or Onslow, I am happy to give you an analysis of those numbers and share that with you. Just reach out. You can email me at kim@thecoastalrealestategroup.com or text me 910-679-6072. I think you know how to find me. All right. Thanks so much for listening, and I will talk to you soon.